finally kind of teams nursing themselves back to health, and 5 minutes into the game, you lose a guy in warm-ups, and then you lose another guy 5 minutes into the game. And, I'm speechless at how this is going. We can't find a way to get guys back. It's too bad.
Something re-aggravate something or something?
Yeah, I gotta, find out more now, but I think so, yeah.
Did Ali re-aggravate what he did before?
Again, there was the heat of the game, so at that point, you're just looking to say, okay, is he coming back or is he not? And he tried to come back, maybe played 1 shift and 2 shifts, 1.5 shifts at the end, but he couldn't do it.
You don't know how long these guys.
I don't know.
We talked so much this year about you play well, you do good things, you create, and when you get put in, you ready to pull your hair out of this? Or?
Well, I don't have much to pull out, so it's tough because the guys gave a phenomenal effort tonight, and it just seems that we've thrown a few wins here together in our last 10. It would have been nice to get this one and kind of jumpstart a road trip, but I can't keep standing up here saying I can't believe we didn't walk away with it. We walked away 0 points in that game. And it feels like every time we lose a game, that's what I'm saying. And I thought the guys deserved a better fate tonight, but ultimately, you guys, we need to get more than 1. And you can't depend on the goaltender every single night to give up 1 or less. 2 or less give you a chance to win a game, but it's you give up 3, then you're I've said this before, you're kind of teetering whether you're going to win a game. But I can't tell you how many games this year we've given up 2 goals or less and lost, and not only lost, we got 0 points on it. That's just the end comes down to most.
How concerning is that? I mean, you mentioned no points from moral victory.
Yeah, well, clearly it's a concern because it's not October anymore. Christmas is right around the corner, and all of a sudden, now we're looking at the dog days that come January, February, and we're going the wrong way in the standings. I guess that's what
With the injuries, you mentioned a couple times that when these guys come back, they have to be 100%. How much do you really have to trust them? That what they're
What do
saying
you do? But this is not. These aren't situations where we're rushing guys back. I think
Well, that's what I mean.
it's the other thing.
Trust the athlete.
Well, part of it's on them because regardless of what happens, in the end, if scans and all these other things look good, now you have to go to the player. If our guys, we don't want them coming back because we don't want the same things happening again and again and again. But the players want to play, and they go through strings of tests and doctors, and everybody said, okay, well, they're clear to play, now it's up to the player. And but you can't. It's weird how these things are happening. Johnson gets hurt 48 seconds into his first shift in his first game back, a completely different injury. How are you going to protect against that? And some of these freak things that are happening are extremely frustrating, and they happen really early in games too. So now everybody's kind of scrambling around a little bit. But we've had to play with a lot of call-ups all year, and I'm not sure what our man games lost is, but I'm sure it's on the higher end of what's going on. But every time these guys have come up, they've done really, really well. And by no means did we get our show run tonight. I thought we had the lion's share of the chances. Their goalie made the saves he had to make, and it's probably why you watch 2 top-tier goalies in the league play tonight, and that's why they're top-tier goalies.
I know scoring is a team-wide issue. Stamkos losing line mates left and right, it seems like, to set him up. But no goals in 8 games, 6 shots in 5 games. And what do you see from this game? What can you do to kind of give him more, opportunities?
Well, injuries have created different line mates for him, but it's created different line mates for everybody. And going with Vlad Kuchman, Vlad gets hurt 3 minutes in. So now you're jumping guys around, and it's tough when we're not just talking about Stamkos, we're talking about everybody. Nobody's got chemistry because it's hard to keep the chemistry because so many guys are getting hurt. And ultimately you're putting your go-to guys together, and they got one tonight on the power play, but we needed one more. And it's not like they're not trying. The guys are putting themselves in good spots, and Stammer had, I think, some decent looks tonight. He set some guys up. We had a ton of great A's tonight. In the third period, we were pushing. Nesty's got one, on a tee for him, and he blows it wide, and it's just, that's the way it's going. Cooch had one there, Marchie had one. These are pucks that these guys put in on a regular basis that aren't going in. And it takes a perfect shot of Cooch's on the power play just for us to score. And right now we're not getting those prototypical greasy ones. And, we've got the net front, it gets tipped wide, or puck's bouncing there, and it just, instead of bouncing right, it bounces left, and because it's really frustrating. But as I said earlier, we're not in game 5 or 10 anymore. Now we're approaching we're in the 30s, and